Good evening, board member. My name is Shanae Phelps, and I am currently a senior at Hiram Johnson. Over the course of high school, having a class schedule was never an issue for me until this year. On the first day of school is when the administration decided that they would hand out schedules. Fail. I am truly not blaming any of our counselors for these mistakes, but because of Cedros and his administration and their procedures, schedules were completely unorganized. At the beginning of school, students were given the runaround. They were sent to at least 3 different people or offices to try and fix their mistakes that could have easily been avoided if they would have taken time out of the summer to make sure schedules were done to the best of their ability. Students, including myself, experienced tremendous amount of stress about schedules being completely disorganized. Students had all the wrong classes, missing classes, and some had no classes at all. Seniors were placed in sophomore classes, given more classes than they needed, and were not placed in the classes that would get them into college. And as a senior, I was extremely upset because this was my last chance to ensure I took all the right classes to graduate. Basically, around mid-October is when school officially started for most of us. But the funny thing is, just 3 weeks ago, 3 students were transferred out of my art class and into another. Yes, 1 month before finals, they were still making changes to schedules. From my understanding, one of the reasons they were placed at Hiram Johnson was to increase graduation rates. So you mean to tell me they didn't notice that mistake 9 months ago? I am a student. I am a leader. I have a voice. I am asking for the board to support Hiram Johnson students and its programs and educators that make learning possible by removing Mr. Cedros, Miss Ibarra, Ms. Bowman, Ms. Lane, and Mr. Pond from Hiram Johnson High School. Thank you for your time.
Please.
Good evening. My name is Lindley, and I am a student of Hiram Johnson. I would like to take a moment to say that today is a beloved warrior's birthday, and although he could not be here today, I know that he is with us in spirit. I know that in these tough times, desperate times call for desperate measures. However, since the start of the new school year, I feel that some actions have not presented positive change. With unprecedented staff changes on campus, change in rules, and quality teachers being forced to leave, these negative aspects lower the quality of education most students are receiving. As more and more teachers are notified of not having the opportunity to be with their school and their students, more and more students are disappointed. The frustrations that these changes have caused can be felt and seen. When a great teacher goes away, so does the student's motivation. As the board deliberates over such decisions, do you still think about the quality of education? Teachers, students, and parents are all affected by decisions you make. I hope that you can open your eyes and see that more damage has been done than you can comprehend. You say that we are the future, but how can we pursue our own futures with these obstacles? You say that we are the future, but why are you limiting us and pushing us back? If we are truly the future, why are you destroying it before it even happens? Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you wish to see in this world." In this room tonight, along the walls and outside more wanting to come in, I hope that you can see there is power within numbers. However, you cannot forget that there are many more who walk the halls in several other schools who have also been affected by these changes. Since these are times of need, there must be a focus on what is needed, education. More and more of that is taken away, the less and less the students receive. And is that how we truly want to represent ourselves as individuals who lack intelligence? I know that I can speak for many when I say that I am a student, I am a leader, and I have a voice. I'm asking for the board to support the Hiram Johnson students and its program and educators that make learning possible by removing Mr. Cedros, Ms. Ibarra, Ms. Bowman, Ms. Lane, and Mr. Fawn from Hiram Johnson High School. Thank you.
The next people.
Our next 4 comments are from Karita Singleton, Shabu Deloney, Anastasia King, and Alex Desaya Jr.
I'm a warrior because I have pride. I'm a warrior because I have spirit. I'm a warrior because I have courage. I'm a warrior because I believe.
I am a warrior because I am well educated.
We are warriors because we are alumni.
We are warriors because we are family.
We are warriors because our teachers show us the way.
I am a warrior because I support warrior teachers, and this is my battle cry. I'm a warrior because I am dedicated.
Is this a comment?
I am a warrior because I am
Is-
proud. I am a warrior because I am unbeatable.
Is it,
I am a warrior because I am CSF president. I'm a warrior because I don't see myself going to any other high school with that much warrior pride.
a warrior because I have love.
I'm a warrior because I have freedom of speech.
I'm a warrior because I am a warrior.
Okay.
Cindy McPhail, Letitia Lawson, Rick Redding, and Jessica Strebel.
Good evening, board. My name is Cindy McPhail, and I'm a physical education teacher, and I have volunteered to be the student activities director at Hiram Johnson. I'm hearing fellow teachers discuss the matter of divisiveness on campus as well as the students. But what I'm here to say that creates divisiveness is not the administration of Hiram Johnson. They've done so much to improve that campus, and I've heard multiple accounts of students say so themselves. But the individuals that have sabotaged the success of Hiram Johnson, I personally have been a victim to libelous, published emails sent to the lead of our union, and the statements are untrue. And most of the accounts that the students that are coming up to say, and these are students that I've grown to love and respect, and obviously they are very capable of coming together and coming up with a great rally and a great performance, but I'm not seeing that on campus, and it's because of individuals that are making sure that their attention is on adult matters rather than student-focused issues, and it's saddened me. I just wanted to make a point that I've worked very hard to make sure that the campus has unity, and there are individuals that are undermining what teachers who are committed to students are trying to do on campus. Larry Tagg has forwarded emails made by Katie Song, the previous activities director, and the statements in the emails are completely false, and I want to make sure that these statements are retracted. And they're causing students to be very upset on campus, and they're not focused on what really matters at school, but they're focused on really mature issues.
No, hold on.
Teachers,
No, please.
I think that, teachers need to lead by example, and students are following by example, and they're only following what they know to be true because of what they're seeing. And
Please.
the fellow teachers are feeding them this information. And the administration has done nothing but create a positive environment for staff to collaborate. So thank you.
No, excuse me. No, thank you. It's not towards you. No, what I was going to say to the public is that I have the discretion when people come up, and if they need to wrap up, I can give them a few more seconds, and I did it with other speakers. So please be respectful, not only of the chair, but of the people that are speaking. Thank you. Yeah, I think you wrapped up your comments, but I think that I was trying to let you know that it was okay for you to wrap up your comments.
Good evening. My name is Letitia Lawson. I'm a parent of a senior at Hiram Johnson and a ninth grader at Hiram Johnson. I've also been the school site chairperson for the last several years. First, I want to say that I am not an emotional person, but hearing what I've heard today has just, I'm very upset. And first, I want to say that we should all be appalled. And we should all be ashamed, because what has happened here today should not happen. We have way bigger issues going on in our schools, and this divide, this he say, she said stuff, and I will let you know now I haven't been manipulated. I don't know enough details on either side, and I don't want to know because this is ridiculous. I'm here today for my children because that's who I owe my allegiance to, and to the other students at Hiram Johnson. And I am here today because I received an email saying, who is watching the money in Hiram Johnson, that there is $500,907,327 left that has not been spent, but yet we are getting rid of teachers. That doesn't make any sense to me. I've been with 3 principals in the past, and I had relationships with those. I haven't had the chance to have a real close relationship with Mr. Cedros. There has been several issues that our school site council hasn't met regularly. The school site plan was done in the summer and is shown to the school site council, and so I think there's an issue with that. And like I said, I'm not here to throw out any names of who should let go. What I do know that this board has a responsibility to call a special meeting to bring the staff, the administrators, the parents together and figure out where the money is going, why is it not being spent, and what are these issues. And I really do think it's a shame immediately that this needs to cease. That the students, I commend you guys for coming here and speaking, but the truth is that's not where you should be focused. That should not be your time, that should not be your energy. So I ask for this board to really call a special meeting and get to the bottom of these issues. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Mr. President, distinguished members of the board, Superintendent Raymond, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come speak in front of this body today. My name is Rick Redding. I'm a graduate and a teacher at Hiram Johnson High School. This year, I have had a wonderful opportunity to work with some excellent administrators, excellent teachers, excellent classified staff, and some excellent students. This time of year, as many of you all know, is a notoriously difficult time of year for everyone, especially teachers. Many of my colleagues have lost their composure and have allowed themselves to be worked up into a frenzy. As a result, we are experiencing what I consider to be a despicable miscarriage of justice in which teachers and our union are unduly influencing school-age children to do its dirty work. This, ladies and gentlemen, is unconscionable. Mr. Cedros has done an admirable job as principal at Hiram Johnson in spite of the continual teacher opposition to any type of change whatsoever. Mr. Cedros deserves to continue as the face of Hiram Johnson High School without disgruntled teacher and union interference. Let him do the job that this body appointed him to do, and let us move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.